Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
There's the whistle. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
And the shot! steps in, and that's the end of that. De Jong. Played out towards the right wing. Koundé. He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Koundé, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Goes for a shot! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's a key interception. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Deco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Great vision. No way through. And it's Serginho. Manchester United applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Serginho. Oh, that's fabulous. Araujo. Oh, nicely intercepted. Serginho. And Tomori. Deco. Van Basten. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he cuts out the supply. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Van Nistelrooy is offering a wry smile there.
Serginho. Bernardo Silva. And it's Van Nistelrooy. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kukçu. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Look at the space here. Swept. There's the shot! That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Threads one in. Figo is sporting a guilty look. Shot a goal! Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And here's Bernardo Silva. Oh, good take in a good area. Costa Curta is there to clear. Now it's Kukçu. He's found a way through. Gone behind for a goal kick. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Hazard. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And they've got rid. And claimed it back swiftly. Bernardo Silva. Out to the left it goes.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
And he welcomes it in. It's Van Basten! And we hit half-time. How would you review the first half?
Inter really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Inter Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Fernando Torres really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Hazard! And he's straight offside. Nicked it back promptly. Torres on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
Oh, I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a 3rd.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Aims beyond the defence. Takes a shot! It's in! And the second half is off to a flyer. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on to replace him.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to...
Chance, surely! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Inter Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Araujo. And it's Bernardo Silva. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Azar with the delivery. Baresi is there and he can get that clear. And we have our very first corner. Kukçu plays it short. Koundé. And it's hoisted clear. Well, there's the clearance. Koundé carries the ball down the right. Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Deco gets rid without sophistication.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Kukçu. Picks out, big chance! It's in! Manchester United are back on level terms. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number
We have got
14,
changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 20,
We have ourselves a real game here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Mbappe.
The most accurate pass. Mbappe. Great chance! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Inter Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he was quick to react. And here's Mbappe. Figo. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ronaldo looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Foden, and he's managed to get free. Crosses it in, and he gets rid in a hurry. Now it's Torres. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Fernando Torres.
Inter really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Serginho. Now Foden. Ronaldo looking to run onto it. And the flag has stayed down. And he whips it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Kupchu. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Mbappe! Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Knocks it into space. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Tries to pass it through. Keeper's got good distance on that. Tomori promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Mbappe. And that could set him on his way.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he get on the end of this? He has a look up. Inter Milan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper. That's just...
And that will be it. Inter Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
And we come to you now with a
Your
quick
final thoughts,
request
Jim?
for support.
Look, they've been found.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Now it's Cruyff. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Good ball over the top. And we're not going to make any further progress now. And this is Forlan. Chance for a shot!
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
No, that's been intercepted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Luton clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Roberto Carlos. Vigo. They get a throw in. Hoisted in. It is a corner.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Messi.
There they go, hunting again.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Played towards the other side. Sends it crossfield. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That is good strength. He's had a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, it's come loose. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Floated through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Tries to play it through. Zico going face-to-face with his great run. And Cruyff! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Still goalless. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, that's fabulous. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Zico. And the counter is on. It's not an especially good pass, that. And he was alert to it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, denies the other. Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Cafu is there to clear. Takes a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Cafu. Looking for options for movement. Bigo crosses.
That's good defensive concentration.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's gone for goal! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Tomori tries to clear. Now it's Forlan. And the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
To the staff room immediately.
That gets things going for the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, super ball. Zico could move up a gear here. Messi gets into some space. No outsmarting him this time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well measured. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's clever. Forlan! Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He'll fancy himself from here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Now, what about this cross? So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Olise showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bullish header! Really well taken goal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
After 60 minutes is number 18, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Olise. Vigo providing an outlet on that flank. Corner then. Corner number 2 then.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Pele. Number 6, Messi.
He's got full. They would have been quick to recover this.
Inter really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Cruyff played into space. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. The message is clear, nonchalant. And Cruyff! Just a whisker away. That's a cute ball. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And it's Figo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bullet is always looking to break lines. That's good vision. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 3 coming up. Tomori is there, and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now that looks a decent ball. Olise looking to get on the end of this. Well, they can break here. Nicely spread. Now it's Hullet. He's found the way through. Hullet!
Hullet made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Olise. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rijkaard. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
There will be a throw-in. He's had it taken off him. Great vision. Picked out brilliantly. He's in space and looking for options. He rises against the crossbar.
That's just playing it.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Played back. He gets big.
Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
It's a good foot in there. It's full on! Yes, he's done it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Forlan demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling it.
And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Forlan claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Pelé. Now then, Jim, what can you tell us about the extraordinary Luis Figo?
Well, he's one of Portugal's most decorated players, possibly the best of their so-called golden generation. He was certainly amongst the most elegant and the most stylish. I think in essence, he's a traditional winger whose game is all about beating people to the byline and getting those crosses in.
Makaleli. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Baresi tries to clear. Can he get on the end of this? Zico will not want to lose out here, not against this. Here's a chance! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Maldini gathers from the goal kick. And here's Cruyff. Neymar. Cruyff. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Fulham! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Thuram. Played towards the other side. Zico might just make this. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Zico is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
So we're still where we started right now. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Not the most accurate pass. Roberto Carlos getting this one clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Makaleli. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through. And he lines up. He's got full. He's delivered all right. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Neymar out to the right. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Neymar.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player
Face to face with the keeper. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Forlan. Zico. Now it's Forlan. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Messi. And he's gone searching crossfield, and he's picked out the run. Pelé. And they win it back again. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Can he get onto this? Neymar.
There will be 1 minute added time.
They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, there's a probing ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Please join me in
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Makaleli. Now it's Forlan. Tries to pass it through. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Can he finish? Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
After 51 minutes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now Now that looks a decent ball. Zico could try cutting inside here. Incoming delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Luton clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Now it's Figo. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. And he's whipped it across. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Thuram. Forlan gets it away. Thuram. And here's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Forlan under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And that has left him in a heap. Searching pass he's played there. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Messi. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Pele. Oh, it's and a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Thuram. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. That's been slipped through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Toure clears it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Makaleli. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Pele puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Figo. He's shifting through the gears here. Makaleli is onto this. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The final 5 minutes. Forlan! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Substitution
Both sides
on the
then taking
field.
this chance to
Number
turn to their
24,
benches.
Pele. Number 18, Ibrahimovic. Number 23, Johan Cruyff. Number 6, Messi.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Ferdinand. Coming on the field.
Looking
Number
for
7,
options for movement.
Del Piero.
Oh, good read.
That was well
21,
played, well stopped.
Mbappe.
All the big boys are
Number
set
10,
for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Number 20, Ronaldinho. Number 2, Now. Substitution in progress.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
There will be
Oh,
3
what a
minutes
cracking
added
save from the
time.
keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
This is it then, now or never. And here's Figo. That's tidy. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's gone loose. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he is going into that little black book. Lahm kept his eye on it, and that's it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome,
Please
but
turn
we've
your
had a
attention
good
to the
variety
screen
in this
for
game,
information
despite it
provided
being
by the local
anticlimactic.
police.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Gattuso. Zico.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Toure did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Pelé.
Marquinhos gets good distance on it. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
He's a sharp little ball here. It's a pretty loose pass.
And here's Forlan. Cruyff. And this is Cruyff.
Serginho. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Figo. Figo will not want to lose out here. Shot a goal!
Still goalless.
Olise.
Figo.
Gattuso does really well there. He is strong.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And here's Forlan. He might be in here. Now there's a fine ball. It's a mighty effort. It's bounced back off the post. Gattuso. He has found the way through. Oh, this is... And he shoots! It's there! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Rijkaard.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And we have our very first corner.
He rises! Just off target.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic going full steam ahead down the left flank.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, Dogged defence on the other. Forlan picks it up out wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, they can break here.
Now it's Pele. He's found a way through.
Ibrahimovic.
It's Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's going to go a long way. Roberto Carlos. And he welcomes it in. And he's heaved it away. Zico is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
Yaya Toure.
Threads one in. Bigo in acres of space out wide. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. He's had it taken off him. Can he get onto this? He's being urged to shoot. It'll be a throw-in. Quality ball. Pele is herring after that one. Now it's Zico. He's picked his way through. Pele! Denied by an instinctive save.
Pele is offering a wry smile there.
Olise. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Tries to play it through. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ibrahimovic. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Cruyff, there he goes, motoring forward. Well, there's the clearance. Schmeichel. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Bigo did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Figo. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. It's their second corner of the game. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 3 coming up. Bigo plays it short. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now this could be a chance. Lofted in, up he goes! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Well read, nice interception. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And he's gone backward here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Zico. And it's Figo. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Elise. It's a really well-measured ball. That's a shade optimistic. Great shoots! Oh, the ball, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And he hits the net. And again they hit the front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Substitution on the field, number 15.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Nesta.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Substitutions taking place.
And that has left him in a heap. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given, and that's going to be a booking. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Del Piero hangs in a cross.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's there! Tying minutes, and we're all square again.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Caught offside that time.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
No, that's been intercepted. 5 minutes to add. Great vision. That pass has been well intercepted.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Spread neatly. Cruyff gets into some space. Pull it. Here comes the corner.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
Forlan picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
And an exciting one too.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
That has not gone well.
Baresi.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
And he's only too happy to take that back. And he's being shifted off it. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
And it's Yaya Toure. Aims beyond... Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, shooting chance!
So, a breakthrough already.
Looking to play him in. Oh, well measured. He's found the way through. Chance for a shot! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0.
Pinches it off him. Now that looks a decent ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, there's the clearance. Figo. Great ball, and he's in here. Real chance! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Nicely aimed pass. That's a good ball out wide. Serginho.
Scholes. That is very well defended.
Serginho
Gets it away.
Oh, it's come loose. Tries to pass it through.
Van Basten.
Always looking for that half a chance. He has found the way through. Big chance!
Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
He is through here.
Nakamura.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That's the throw.
And he's managed to gift it back. Shot could be on. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Inter Milan.
It's Figo!
They want to be quick to recover this.
Throwing.
He's chance! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Could be danger here!
Nakamura.
Oh, good steal, he just read it. The most accurate pass. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Figo. Looking for options for movement. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Inter Milan are having a ball here. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ambitious ball here. Mbappe. Great vision. He's being urged to... and the shot! That's another chance! Baresi. And the half-time whistle goes. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Inter Milan pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 17, Nakamura, será sustituido por
Here we go again.
el dorsal 22.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
And it's been given away.
Now there's a fine... Can he finish? Figo. Threads one in. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Van Basten. And that's out of reach. He's got away. Driving through the mid. Shot a goal! Goal! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Still trying to make a game of this. Knocks it into space. Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Carlos tries to play it through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Up he goes! Oh, taken with style! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That looks a cracking ball. Mbappe! Delivery from Mbappe. He rises! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? It's a loose ball. And another try! And that was very necessary. Oh, not quite. And that's a goal kick.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Ah, now some
18,
movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Van Basten. Gerrard. And he's running for Gerrard! Yes, he's done it!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Mbappe! That's gone for a throw-in. Swings in across.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's gone direct here. Kukçu providing an outlet on that flank. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Serginho looking for the run, and that's an errant pass.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken.
So what can they conjure from this one? Looking to widen the gap even further here. Brought out the best in the keeper. And it's Van Basten. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's managed to get free. Cristiano Ronaldo. Gerrard. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Vigo in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's superb. And he's there to make the challenge. Can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got full. Keeper always had the measure of that. Beckham standing over it. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Kukçu. Thinks one through. Now it's Figo. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Van Basten. Defending of the desperate variety. Now, can they get him away? Can he get on the end of this? Goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again!
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty.
Inter Milan presented with a golden opportunity here to increase the lead. You like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
And that will be the final act. Inter Milan looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Van Basten taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintain...
Oh, what a climb! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already.
Cross goes in there.
It's a mighty effort! He's got a goal! And the lead lasts no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Nice looking ball. Well read, nice interception. Mateus spots it and intercepts. Shevchenko, Hullet. And he's quick to get it clear again. It's a pretty loose pass. Mateus, quarter of an hour played. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Hullet. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now, can they get him away? Leicester gets a foot in here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Looking to play him in. Olise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now then, the ball's come loose. And that has left him in a heap. Caceres got a long way forward to join the attack. Forlan receives it in a wide position. Hullet. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Vinicius Junior clears. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And that's aimed into the middle. Chance, surely! Goal! Inter! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Hullet. Toure goes on a charge down the left. Now it's Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Figo. Threads one in. And this is Forlan. And this is Figo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's tried one! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
He's had it taken off him. Right card. And here's Elise. He's got away. Figo. Look at the space here. Great chance! Off the post. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Searching pass he's played there. Cafu. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good take in a good area. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Inter Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. Courtois will have to save it here or there's real trouble. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! And he's managed to gift it back. Shevchenko. Pullet dominates aerially so often. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Rijkaard gets into a good position. And we've reached half-time. Inter Milan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied, it was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Inter Milan are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Vinicius Junior. Coming on the
That's
field.
the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 24, Iwobi.
Can he get it through? Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he's picked it up out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's really well cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, this is a great position. And a chance! No mistake! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Inter Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. Dealing with the pressure. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Oh, he's missed!
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Bigo plays it short. And the cutback. And the shot! Goal! Inter! And again they hit the front. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Iwobi does really well to win the ball there. Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And now they can clear their lines. Looking for options for movement. Quality ball. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. No way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's very neat. And here's Elise. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Right. Can he finish? He has done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And he was quick to react. And it's Neymar. Well read, and the danger is averted. Mbappe. That has ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard. Showing good feet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. They've got a corner here. He gets big! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, that's well spotted. Seaman gets it away. Can he get on the end of this? Vigo in acres of space out. Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless!
And they are pulling clear here.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Inter Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's found a way through, and this is Drogba. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Mateus. Ronaldinho. He can run onto that. Costa Curta. Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball, and it's made its way to him, and he's managed to get free.
Figo!
And he seemed certain to get the sixth. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Costa Curta is there to clear. Rijkaard. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Yaya Toure.
It's Drogba! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Vigo. Oh, that's a key interception. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. He's a sharp little ball here. Mateus. And it's Neymar. Neatly clipped into space.
Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko! Formidable! Truly formidable! A finish right from the top draw. They're back.
And that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and his speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. That could spell trouble. And that has left him in a heap. Great vision. And it's Cruyff. Shoots! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yaya Toure demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Rodri. Spread it left. He's picked his way through. Decent chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Deco. It's a good ball out wide. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is masterful defending.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Sends it crossfield. Now it's Haaland. And this is Van Basten. Shot, there's the shot! Tries to get it clear. Deftly away. Toure wins the duel this time. Now it's Rodri. Nicely spread. Haaland! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now it's Figo.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Madrid are down to 10 men.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent...
Deco! Real chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Madrid were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Yaya Toure! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. That looks a decent ball. Looking for options for movement. Cleared without complication. Now that's well seen too. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, Red, nice interception. Serginho kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he lines up a cross. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Struck first time. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Nesta with the clearance. Pass somewhat off target.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Cruyff gets his head on it! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And here's Figo. Oh, it's Van Basten! Oh, the ball's run. In he goes again. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
That's a throw. He has found the way through. Goes for a shot! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Van Basten is on his own. Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And we hit half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Inter Milan are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And we're underway again. And this is Cruyff. He's found the way through. Chance, surely! Oh, extraordinary.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line. That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Serginho receives it in a wide position. Deco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Figo. It's run loose here. And this is Cruyff! Takes a shot! It's loose, and there's a... And Yaya Toure!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And that's been drilled in.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He shifted it to the flank. Serginho played into the box. Van Dijk clears. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Played out to the left flank. He's a sharp little ball here. He's onside. Bullish header! Goal! Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by...
He's had a shot! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Rodri. That has been slung wide. Oh, terrible pass. He's being urged to shoot. Chance for a shot! Well, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Tomori did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Deco. Oh, played right into his path. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Tomori. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Flashes it up. He's got full. He has done it. And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him.
Can he finish? They've done it! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he's worked it through. Van Basten! And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Figo. Look at the space here. Van Basten! And this is Deco. Chance! And yes, it's there! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Van Basten, Serginho. What a throw in. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's well spotted. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And there's green grass ahead of him. He is through here.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Can he get it through? And a chance! They've scored! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
As if 3 weren't enough. Shot a goal! Sticks it away! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Van Basten walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Inter definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must...